Hello, hello. We're about to go live on Facebook, so just bear with us for a second while I hit the live button. Okay. Hello, FFJ. I am so excited to be here with you. We are going live, and this is a very special interview. It's one of our very own FFJ friends and my colleague and amazing business owner. And she's also a coach for one of my mentors. So that's exciting. And she's also the bonus when you join my program. And so you get face and a glowing personality to the name Renee Zukin. So I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you, Ren. I'm so excited to be here. I love your group. I love what you do. I think you're amazing. And I love that we have gotten to collaborate and, provide some bonuses for each other's people and our clients, because so much of what we do is complementary. And our goal is the same. We want to help, entrepreneurial people make things more easeful, get their message out there, get their work out in the world, and to do it in a way that feels good.
Amen to that. Oh my gosh. And so you are the one who helps the writing part of being an entrepreneur, because even just coming up with a little blurb, what was I going to say on Zoom? I had to think about that. And yes, there's AI. However, like AI really for one sentence, sometimes we just have to use our brain. And that's where you come in to really help, to use your words, that North Star to be like, bing, I know what I'm talking about. And then you get in flow and it happens so much easier.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you're right on. And I love that you mentioned AI too, because, especially for something as simple as a single sentence, sometimes you do need some help depending on what it is, but it would take you just as long to curate the right question to come up with that sentence. But definitely a time and place for using AI. It's definitely a time saver, but we, of course, always want to have our own essence in the mix.
Yes. And I think that's where you really come in. I remember I took your challenge over a year ago. We had just met through the Women Rocking Business community. And it was like, oh my gosh, well, here's somebody who was a few steps ahead, getting to wash, rinse, repeat. Do we hear how wonderful that is, friends? Her challenge and masterclass. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I attended. I learned so much. My writing hopefully has improved a lot. It's at least easier, or at least I can think of you and be like, okay, where did I learning these things? And so I'm so grateful. And now you're doing this challenge live again. And that's also part of what we're sharing. Some cool tips here. And also let you know, join Renee live tomorrow or whenever you're seeing this. She's going to have links. She's going to have posts, and make sure that you connect with her.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so excited to bring this back again. And it's funny, you mentioned last summer when I did it, I started it on August 8th, and I hadn't realized that I'm also starting again on August 8th. Like, I hadn't planned it, but it literally is the same. And I hear there's something really auspicious about 8/8. So I think it's no accident, right? No accident that I'm doing it like that. And what I know is, having laid the groundwork for this particular challenge, and you mentioned rinse and repeat, right? I can go back and look at the training I've done previously, look at, the words, look at my marketing copy for the training, right? I'm just like all of you. I'm here, gathering the audience and getting all that together. And I have to use my copywriting skills, and I have to use my marketing skills. And what I've been able to do is take that foundation, that baseline, and then, with all the things I myself have learned and up-leveled in the last year, can make those tweaks. We're going to add a training on AI for day 3, which we didn't have last year, which is going to be so cool. And I know you're totally into that too. And, the reminder too, you mentioned North Star. That's one of the things that that I like to point to, especially on day one, being really clear about what your message is and the direction you're going, and really balancing out what is the essence of you, where are the things that we can take your message and make it, you know, put it in clear, concise little packages that your people that you want to call in can easily identify themselves with, easily be like, oh yeah, I need that. And, it just saves time and energy in all sorts of ways.
Mhm. That is so cool. So, highly recommend checking it out. You've already given us some great ideas, like you're saying about when you get that targeted thing and it's like the rest of it flows in, and that makes it a lot easier.
For sure. For sure. Right. Well, and I was going to add too, just like sometimes when we're getting stuck and we're in overwhelm, it's hard to see even that next step for creating when you're not feeling in the flow. And so that's one of the things we also talk about during the 4 days is really that mindset piece too. And I know you totally jive with that. We're constantly making sure that we are, how do we say, putting our best foot forwards, even with our mindset, because it's a game changer for the way that we can work.
It really is. And I think it kind of goes back. My word of the day seems to be around flow, though it's like we get in flow with our words, we get in flow with our life, our spirit, our business. And that's where we can systematically and grow. So whether, it's any stage of your business, whether it's you're doing all the copywriting or, oh my gosh, maybe I want to start having someone else handle it. Or do I need to hire some professional copywriter that may or may not get my voice? Or what I like to do is, where do we use like an assistant to start doing this? Or I put my voice into my words and then we wash, rinse, repeat.
That's it. That's totally it. Yeah. And people say all the time, oh, well, I just want to hire somebody to do this for me, which is great. And there are some amazing copywriters out there who are going to be able to capture, pieces of what you want to say and how you want to say it. But if you are able to create it first from a place in which you're really tapping into the heart and soul of your message, your business, then having that foundation for an assistant or a copywriter to work with, just makes it that much more aligned for you and what you're trying to do.
Amen to that. So
Yeah.
aligned and ease. And, I think at least for me personally, it's the blank slate, the blank email. That's actually where I've had the most challenge this year is doing the emails. And so a year ago, like I knew I was not ready to commit to emailing my list. And I love you if you're on my list, all my friends. And it's like this mental challenge to, oh my gosh, what am I putting in here? And it's like you have that mentality. I need to put some marketing stuff. Oh, it needs to be good. It needs to be compelling. Did I put my CTA? Blah, 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 blah. You speak to the overwhelm with writing a lot.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
sure. And I think one of your first things, I got a sneak peek into your fabulous workbook, and you have about email subject lines, and that's a huge one for people as well.
It is because, we live in the day and age where everybody's getting hundreds of emails a day, right? So that email subject line becomes one of the most important things to, craft. And it seems so simple, and yet it can, be the thing that causes somebody to delete it or open it. And so sometimes, I won't give away all my secrets right now, but but one of the things to do is, again, we talked about that North Star, like thinking about what it is you want each particular email that you send out to really do. What's its purpose? What's its intention? And that helps a ton. And I the blank slate, right? That clear page that it is. And I think that's where it can be so daunting to look at that and be like, okay, what do I want to say? What am I doing? Right. And so if you have a really well-trained AI, that's great for that email content as well.
Oh my gosh. Yes, totally. And it's, now my like the email blast system that I use called CRM, like they have AI built into it. So it's so nice. I can click a button and okay, write me the email, and then I'm not starting with a blank slate. And like I'm honestly going to change most of the email. However,
Yes.
it's not a blank slate.
Right. Exactly.
And then I know what, we've been crafting about. It's not just using AI, it's how to use it, how to craft it. And what you really speak to is how do we use it to capture our voice and our essence? Otherwise, I mean, it's sort of handy generating stuff, though, then you're spending time revising. And so you have some really good tips and tricks. So make sure, friends, you get her on day 3 of the challenge this week. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that.
Yes, me too. I'm excited. It's going to be a great week. And, you know, like I said, the thing that I am so passionate about is people really being able to do the work they love and to do it in a way that feels, easeful and aligned and important and meaningful. And because I struggled with getting there myself. So I know, it's not an easy process. This is not an easy game that we play. And so I'm so grateful that, we have groups like this that you have curated here where people can really support one another and rely on your expertise and the expertise of the people that you bring in to make it happen.
Yes, they do. So, oh my gosh. Well, thank you. And I know we aren't able to keep you much longer because just an extra plug, Renee has an awesome writing room. So if you're like, okay, I just need to focus on some writing time, she provides that too. So that's this extra cool thing. So make sure you sign up for the challenge. A free challenge won't cost you anything except an email address, and you'll be so excited to connect with Renee.
Thank you. Thank you, Ren. This has been a blast.
My pleasure. Well, it's always great to see you, and thank you for being one of our amazing FFJ members. It's so great to have you in the group.
Yes. Thank you.
My pleasure. And leave us some love in the comments. We always love to see you all. So,
Yes.
yay. Bye.